one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Alright, I'm really happy with the way that turned out. And now we got this guy, and I added a little curly Q there, and this will be just another plate that covers that. It's also, you know, you kind of have inner structure and outer structure pieces, and so it's all making sense. You know, it is still just a kind of a cover piece, but it'll help strengthen up that corner, kind of plating multiple junctions, if you will. You know me and my templates, so I think that's what I want it to look like. So now we'll just get our template off there and make our piece. Alright, I cut them out with the plasma just by hand. You know, it leaves some cleanup that you have to do, but with the inside cuts and stuff that it had, it's just easier to start off this way. Then I can stick them together and rather stick them together and clean them up so they're all the same. Always seems to be a good sign when the piece holds itself in. We got pillars. So happy day. The Forbes Welding here in St. George has a long enough break to make these in, I forget how long we decided to make them. But at any rate, I think I can use, it's two of them a side, so we only have one seam in the middle. So I'd like to get these rockers started going. And Jared's finishing up the inner fender wells, which we'll show you in detail in a little bit, because these are super cool. It's actually double inner fender weld because of the wiring, but turned out pretty cool. After they get sandblasted and painted, they're gonna look really nice. You can kind of see the top inner one molded in with the fuse box getting located and stuff. This is gonna look really nice. But I want to kind of remake all the steps. This one I did, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it like that. I don't know if I like it, but obviously it's a little different than the factory ones, and I'm not really worried about that. Like, I don't think that I need to do them like this, but they do all need to be consistent throughout the vehicle. So we might just do it like I did the front ones. We'll probably do them like I did the front ones, because the customer likes them and they'll work. So I want to get the rockers on, and I think I can do that without doing these parts first, even though doing those parts first might be the way to do it. I don't know. Let's think about it a second. Alright, that kind of is all prepped out, ready to go. We're leaving our little bit of flange here and there, and then our new piece will have the rest of the flange down there and our backing piece. So I still need to cut this down to a new edge, but we're waiting, and I'm gonna get those, Jared's finishing up those pieces, and then we'll decide where to cut to there. And another thing I need to do is I need to paint the back of that, probably some of the bottom, to make sure, because I won't be able to get into this little part right here for sure, and even get in anywhere else in there is going to be tough. So going to scuff and paint that. Alright, we got our pieces here. Kind of went back and forth on whether we're going to put this on the outside or inside. But we're gonna go with the outside, which is not like factory, but that's not really a concern. Now, one goes here, this goes here. We also got the insides painted black, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We do have to repaint where we weld, but it won't be as bad as doing the whole thing. We got this painted black. We need to get our spot weld holes in it. As always, a good idea to use Tech screws and kind of put it together before you start welding anything. We got our rocker on there. It's only held on with one screw, but it's looking good. This one doesn't line up, but it has never lined up. I'm going to cut this and bring this down to line it up right. You know, in order to get there, we would have had to cut some of the bottom of the door off, and that would, you know, we can't take it up any further than that body line or that one or any of the others. So I've always planned on moving this down, so that's not a surprise. What's also cool is I can weld them into these pillars. You know, they go around that pillar goes through there. That'll work really well with that. This door, the bottom of this door is like super jacked up, so it's not lining up right with that, but if it gets brought out, you can see it looks nice right here, so it's just that part. And you know, these doors don't even have their bottom, and the bottom's all rusted out, so I can line them up with that line and make it look right there. But yeah, I think this is going to be all right. So we'll take this rocker rack off because we haven't done the step under this door. Alright, got the first of the rockers on, and I'm really happy with the result. Messing with this corner, we had to drop it down like I was saying. When you got something like this, first instinct is to cut it right here because you keep that flat and you got your curve, and you can move your curve down. But welding in this area is going to be really hard because it's that concave curve, and so on the convex is going to be a lot easier, and just doing your little fill-in piece just made it a heck of a lot easier, and it's molded into that rocker just beautifully. The doors and all that are looking really good. Now we got two of these in, and really turning out nice. It's not going to be a lot of body work on it like the previous ones, you know, had holes in different areas and dents where you have to do the body work in those areas, and doing the body work in here is just a nightmare like I did on that one, so I know all too well.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job,